Well, you think you've seen it all, and then you see more. You see, yesterday, a person connected to a prominent Obama administration official reached out to me. You see, they fear it's going to be Elizabeth Warren, and they want to make alliances with the Trump people. So we've heard nothing about how President Trump colluded. We hear nothing about how President Trump is a racist, that he gropes, that he does all this stuff. And now the people that basically led that effort, we call them never Trumpers. Never Trumpers. Well, you know what? It seems like they're more never Warreners. So it's like never Warrener is a much bigger deal to them than never Trump. They really thought, and I'm talking some GOP, they never thought that a socialist, communist, leaning person would ever get the Democratic nomination. Well, Elizabeth Warren is drawing record crowds for the Democrats. Still not as big as Trump crowds, but she's doing really well. And let me tell you, she's got momentum on her side. Momentum. I believe that what I was told about data, 6% of Californians want Kamala Harris. Harris gets 6% of her own state, okay? We're looking at other candidates that are just faltering. Buttigieg, okay, the problem with him is he really is just so Mr. Go Along, Get Along, talking points. He'll say whatever people feed him, and he's starting to look like a real puppet, okay? Kind of like Pinocchio, and you can see his nose grow. Oh my God. Joe Biden is just about 2 more gaffes away from being a trivia question when it comes to the 2020 election. Let's see, I really miss Marianne Williamson. I gave her $3 because she brought some intellectual dialogue to the debate in a very funny way. I loved her. You know what about her is she inspired me to be more about love and be about the future and positiveness than any other candidate. The only candidate that could have actually given Trump a run for the money is Amy Klobuchar. And you know what? She has no chance in hell of ever winning. But I had about, I was trying to get 20, but I would say about 16. I talk to people and I get to know them, and I know that they voted both political parties in their lifetimes, Republican and Democrat and presidents. And so what happens is these are people that have open minds, and these are the swing voters. And so, the ones that were in tune, I reached out to, and I've communicated, and really Amy is the only one that is rational that they could see being the leader of our country. But you know what? She's going nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. The press tried to make a big deal about her eating like a salad with her comb. Yeah. I mean, that woman from Minnesota, the thing about her is she has catered to some of the agenda, but she has not catered to the point that she's pandered. And the other ones are pure panderers. So I guess we could call the other Democrats pandas. Mm-hmm. So really, at the end of the day, Tulsi Gabbard was the other one that people with open minds thought that she had, because she was also a vet. They thought that she really was identifiable, but she's nowhere. So we're kind of looking at this Democratic field. Cory Booker, oh my God. Okay, the problem with Cory Booker is that he needs time to get seasoned. Okay, so Cory Booker, he has some really good moments. He had some kind of freaky moments, but he is not seasoned. And after President Obama coming in and basically letting Hillary Clinton, hijack the whole foreign policy and kind of mess things up, let's talk about Benghazi, let's talk about all this. Oh my God, let me tell you about Benghazi. I can't, because there's some new information coming out, and let me tell you, you know what it is that you heard all these Benghazi rumors, and you knew there was some truth to it, but you didn't know how much the truth there was to it, but there was truth to it. But it's really just a few people that were part of this group that was like taking weapons and then reselling them. And of course, some of them went to ISIS, but they thought they were like freedom fighters, but they weren't freedom fighters. And I'm really tired. And because I was part of Iran-Contra, freedom fighters are special and they're important, and they're not real freedom fighters. And actually the ones back in the 80s weren't really real freedom fighters too. But the more I learn about things that I got sucked into, when I did intel crap, I was I was an intel gatherer, and I mean, basically, I never really knew what was going on, and then later on, I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. But let me tell you something, that Iran-Contra was nothing compared to what has been festering for the last few decades. Let's just say Tony Blair, the Clinton Foundation, the Tony Blair Foundation, follow the money, follow the money. So I just wanted to give people an update that the swamp it's still there, but the swamp rats are getting a little bit thinner. President Trump has done some really good stuff. He's made a couple good staff changes. I have more faith in Pompeo than I ever had in any administration official in Mr. President's tenure as far as the State Department goes, because Tillerson was, of course, you know, a big corporate, he was a corporate guy. He was the Exxon CEO, right? And, you know, I am a moderate. Yeah, I like Nikki Haley. I'll be honest. I like Nikki Haley. You know why I like her? I'm proud of her. She makes me, I look at Nikki Haley and I see this person. I would really love it. I mean, granted, Pence is awesome and people love Pence, but Nikki Haley, if she were President Trump's VP, it's like, let's just plan the inauguration party and end it now. So Nikki Haley, if you were the VP nominee, President Trump would have absolutely no problem winning the election. But I made this video because people that are deep state that have been communicating with me, they have people in the deep state like that you can contact, and they're intermediaries, and very weird system. But these people are like power brokers, and let me tell you, the power in DC has all come from lobbyists, from big donors, and right now the people that really wanted a replacement for Trump that was more Hillary-esque, they're starting to look at the cards, and they're saying it's going to probably be Warren, and you know what, we need to like start mending bridges. Very, very weird. So you know what I really want? I want all the fighting to be over, and I want members of Congress to stop talking about stuff that doesn't matter to the voters, people like me whose insurance costs a lot, people like other people that want a fair world. Okay, I mean, I've talked to people where some of their medications are 10 to 20%, just one medication of their monthly income. I mean, there needs to be some dramatic change. That said, you know what? Baby steps. We're going to do it.